Players in Division 3 think that they're not that good. That's why they're not advancing to Division 2 or even Division 1. Well, I'm here to tell you that it's not because you're not good. I know from experience, I am currently in Division 3, and I've been in Division 3 for quite a long time. But there are reasons why you're not advancing to Division 2 or Division 1, and it's not because you're not a good player. Make sure to like and subscribe, and stay tuned to get more content like this. Not even 2 seasons ago, I quit playing competitive Fortnite entirely. I did not have any confidence that I could do well and make earnings. But there is the first big problem that I had, and one of the biggest mistakes that almost every team aspiring to go pro and make earnings does. Mindset is everything. Mindset is probably one of the most important things when it comes down to playing well as a team or even playing solo. Instead of always arguing with your duo or trio over every little mistake, every death, every wrong rotate that they make, try and either look at yourself, see maybe it's your fault that they died, even if it wasn't, or make a joke out of it. If you can keep this positive mindset while playing with them and competing with them, it will change everything. Because I know from experience, when I'm mad at my duo in a tournament, we do not play as well, we're not playing as together as a team, and we're just not playing very well at all. But then when you go into a tournament with a better mindset, we're both getting along, and we both just have an open mind about the tournament, it always ends up being a lot better, and we do a lot better in the tournament. So that's the first thing that you need to improve with your duo or trio, or even with yourself. Try and just be more positive. Try and think of not everything that's going wrong, but how can we make this work? What can we improve this next game that will get us to our point goal? What can we do better? Instead of looking for everything negative about the situation you were just in. That's the first thing to do when you're trying to advance from Division 2 to Division 1, from Division 3 to Division 2, even from Division 5 to Division 4. Have a good mindset, and it will make the biggest difference. The next big thing that you need to be doing in your tournaments, or more or less after your tournaments, is VOD reviewing. I know it's not the funnest thing, I know it's not exactly exciting or entertaining, and I know a lot of you might not even have the time to do it, but even if it's just for 30 or 20 minutes before every tournament, go in and just look at some gameplay from you and your duo and see what you can improve. If you just had a bad game, you didn't place very well, died mid-game, didn't get any points, go in, before queuing into your next game, go in and look at this game. It doesn't need to be for very long, but just go in and talk about why you died and kind of just what happened. So then hopefully in the next game you do not make the same mistake. Because if you do it immediately after playing a game where you did bad, it will help you remember a lot better than compared to VOD reviewing 3 days before the next tournament. If you can VOD review in the moment, it will be a lot better, and I can guarantee you will see a difference in how you play. Because, let me say this, me and my duo this season, we were currently in Division 3. We were Division 3 all season. We were close one time to come in Division 2. But then it didn't really happen. Nothing happened. We didn't end up getting Division 2. But I can tell you this, is the tournament that we went in and VOD reviewed after, our tournament next time was our best one that we had. And that was the one that we were almost qualified to Division 2. We weren't quite there. And so then next time, let's change it a little bit more. Tweak all the other little problems. Then hopefully the next tournament, you close that gap even more, if not just getting there all the way. That can make the biggest difference, because recognizing what mistakes you each make and what you guys each need to improve on is a big deal. And if you can both fix those problems, you'll play better as a team, you'll place better, and you'll do better overall. So that's number 2. Number 3. Okay, so this is one that's, everybody knows this. There's 2 rules on a team. You have an IGL and you have a fragger. You need to find out which one are you and which one your teammate is. If your duo is a much better fighter than you are, which for me, Omega is a way better fragger than he is at game sense and IGL, when I probably have the superiority for game sense and just knowing where to rotate positioning. But when it comes to fighting, you can always rely on him. You and your duo need to have a role and stick to that role, and you need to follow the other one. If you're the IGL, if you're the fragger, listen to your IGL, because you know that he's better at game sense. He knows where to rotate to. He knows which fights to take and which fights to not take. Listen to him. And when it comes down to fragging, IGL, listen to your fragger. If he says he needs you on high ground, he needs you to fight with him in a box. Stay with him and do what he asked. This will make a big difference. Because when you're both playing to your strengths, which is that's so important. Because if you do what you're not the best at, you're never gonna win. So play to your strengths. If you know you're good at, say specifically playing low ground, then play low ground. Why would you play high ground when you're way better at playing low ground? It just makes more sense. That's another thing. Find a layer that you guys play the best. Because every good team, they kind of know, oh, we play best at high ground, so you'll look for high ground opportunities throughout that endgame. Oh, we play best at low ground, so you'll kind of get ahead of the zone and play that low ground, and have that low ground dominance. Say you're a mid-ground player, play mid-ground. You'll be looking just for full tarps in every rotate. Look for these opportunities and take them. Play to your advantages. It makes a difference, I promise. And if you and your duo can learn to use each other's advantages and work together using those advantages and disadvantages, it will make a difference, and you will be qualifying to Div 2 or Div 1. I promise you. On to the next thing. Play to how the format of the tournament is. Because a lot of tournaments are more placement heavy. Actually, almost all tournaments are more placement heavy than they are kills heavy. Currently, for me and my duo Omega, in Division 3, kills are worth 0 points. We have nothing to gain for going W-King an early game fight. We're not going to get any extra placement for it. We're not going to get any extra points for it. There's no real purpose to it unless they are keying us and we need a refresh. I can understand taking a late game fight because you need a refresh, you need those mats, you need ammo, whatever the situation is. Make sure if you're going to take a fight, especially when kills are not worth anything, that is truly worth it. Because in these Division 3 cups, playing to endgame is by far the smartest thing to do. If you play till endgame, because you can't manipulate your points at all through kills. It's either you get the win and get 65 points, or you don't. Because you can't get any more points through kills. And that changes. Say in a tournament where there's worth 4 kills are worth 4 points, like in a Unreal Ranked Cup. W key everybody if you can. If you have confidence in the fight, you see a player he doesn't look that good, fight them. It makes a big difference in your points for the tournament and can majorly help you place better and do better in this tournament. So play to the format of the tournament. There's no reason to W key people when you don't get points for kills. You need points for kills, W keys and players. That's a big deal. Another one of the biggest things that you have to do is a drop spot. Do not be changing your drop spot every game just because you died off drop the last game. Find a drop spot that has enough loot for you and your duo. Memorize it. Memorize every chest spawn, every floor spawn, every mythic chest, every vending machine, every pad near you. This will be huge. Because if you're changing drop spots every game, you're never going to have consistent loot. You're never going to have that kind of stacked loot that you need for an endgame. So find a drop spot and memorize it. For example, me and my duo Omega, we drop back kind of out in the desert behind by a boat and on a hill. We drop, when I'm down in the boat, I'm pretty exposed to a lot of other players. So my duo Omega, he is up on top of the hill, way above everybody else. He can look and put pressure on players who are looking to stare at me. This is big. We're both playing to where our drop spots are. I drop low ground, he drops high ground. When he's looting up there and people key him, I spray down from the bottom, help do some damage to those players, possibly even get surge. But then when I'm on low ground and people are fighting me, he can spray from above down onto me to help me stay alive and get those good placements. Having a good spot to go to get mats, knowing where the good rocks are, where the trees are that can get you max wood, max brick, max metal. Mats are like so vital in endgames. That's another thing. Make sure to not waste your mats. Savor your mats. Don't do 4 to 6 boxes just when you're boxing and you're not even in zone yet. Don't be wasting your mats like that. Box 1, maybe 2 boxes with your duo. Because between you two, you have 3,000 mats if you both have max mats, which you should going into an endgame. So find a rotate from your drop spot and rotate it. Follow it, farm the mats in, do the exact same thing every game, game after game after game. And it'll become muscle memory. You'll know where all the chests are and you'll be able to be pretty stacked at the end of every single game. Comms. And this is a very big one. Comms are very important. Playing any game mode, even just playing public games, playing pubs, playing ranked, and especially playing tournaments, make sure to communicate with your teammate. Communicate where players are, what you see on your screen. Team flanking on low ground. High ground is choppable. Comms like that. I need health. I'm being lobbied. I'm getting sprayed. Comms like these can help have your teammate aware of your situation. Because if they know that, okay, you're a little bit low on mats, you come out, I'm low on mats, I only got 100 brick left, 10 brick builds, they can drop you some mats. If you need some health, they can throw down a med bomb. Communicating is so important and probably the most important thing with your teammate. If you know the situation that you're both in, it makes a big difference. And say you died and your teammate's soloing an endgame. Calm out his mats so then he can focus on his game, but then he can also be aware of how many builds he has, what his white health looks like, what his shield looks like, how many players are left in the lobby. Doing this can make a big difference because then he can focus on his gameplay, but then also know what his situation is without having to take extra time to look at his mats. Oh, I got 2 medkits. I got big pots. Instead, he can just focus on his gameplay, his rotations, where other players are, and eventually win the game or clutch some pretty dang good placement points. If you're stuck in Division 3 right now, just remember, not all hope is lost. There are players, even pros, who are not exactly the most mechanically gifted. Yes, their game knowledge is amazing, but maybe they're not a good fighter. For example, for Doxy, he is an EU pro that got the second highest kill game in the Solo Victory Cup just this last Sunday. And he has one of the least mechanically gifted pros there is. His mechanics are not good. He is a full-on pro, and I can guarantee you my mechanics are better than his. And yet, he's still out here dropping 31 kill wins in a Solo Victory Cup. It's crazy, and it's not all about fighting or being mechanically gifted rotations. It's about playing smart and playing to your strengths. Because yes, maybe the team that kept you that one game was better than you. So the next game, if you see that team there, don't rotate that way. Rotate a different direction. Play smarter. Avoid the teams. If you're not confident in a fight, don't fight. Get out of the fight. Most good players, if you're fighting them, one instant way to tell if they're good or not is how aggressive they are on you. If they're aggressing on you and you crack both of them for 150, and say you don't want to fight, so you don't aggress on them, and they keep aggressing on you, they just heal and instantly rekey, that's not a good team. Smart players realize, okay, these people are spraying us, they're not exactly bad players. They can probably kill us. So most people that are good at the game would get out of that situation. So just think about that. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped. If you want some more videos like this in the future, comment down below. And good luck getting Division 2 next season, because I know you can do it. And it's not all about fighting skill. Remember that. Make sure to like and subscribe. I also would really appreciate it if you went and subscribed to my duo, Omega, and our coach, MDM Alpha. Go check them out. I'll have them linked below. And I'll see you guys later.